Remind yourself that you are in control of your thoughts and that they no longer have any power over you. The truth is that the power to create a reality begins with our thoughts and with our imagination. Hello, my name is Joey, and today I want to talk about personal responsibility and its role in creating our reality. You see, the power to create our own reality is actually very easy. We're all doing it every second of every day through our own unconscious thoughts. And just as the organs of our body work without us thinking, so does this ability to create and design our reality. For example, we don't have to consciously think about our heart pumping blood in order for it to work, nor do we have to think about our lungs filling with air in order for us to breathe, and for our stomachs to digest the food we eat. This same subconscious process is at play when we are creating our own reality. However, for the vast majority of the population, they're still asleep as to exactly how this process works. For us as conscious beings, every single image and every single thought that goes into our minds is being stored into our subconscious, similar to a file cabinet. And as a result, our minds begin to create their own reality and their own version of it. And it comes from those stored files within our brains. Now, if left unchecked, these thoughts and these subconscious images stored, they'll begin to run rampant, and they'll begin to control our lives and create our own version of reality. I mean, just look at the world today. It's literally as the saying goes, the inmates are running the asylum, and we're running it with no regards to how or what we're actually thinking. The ability to create our own reality is so powerful that it's one of, if not the biggest gift God gave us. The gift and choice of free will allows us to imagine and create whatever we can conjure up. However, currently there are stipulations and rules to exactly how we use this power, and these rules more or less must be followed in order to have true control over this unimaginable gift. We've basically set up a system of checks and balances that have been put into place by our higher selves in order to protect us and protect humanity from our unknown and uncontrolled thoughts. I mean, just imagine it. If this true ability was somehow unleashed at this time on Earth and at this point in our current evolution, we would have even more mass chaos and more destruction. I believe we'd literally destroy the world in a matter of minutes, be it through an alien attacks, nuclear wars, plagues, whatever we could imagine, we would create. And sadly, our current society, it's so tightly controlled on this power, and it's limited in our ability to do anything with it and to create the reality we desire and choose, all due to the fact that we're currently manifesting directly from our subconscious minds. And it's being controlled and manipulated through the power and the energy of fear. Fear is the driving force of this power as we know it. And at this current time in our evolution, it's unfortunately fear that's still creating most people's sense of reality. After all, we get what we focus on, and as focus goes, energy flows. And the fact is, the majority of the population is living in this constant state of fear, which in turn creates the current version of reality that we're all experiencing as a collective. We are witnessing the manifestation in real time of the mass population's fears, thoughts, and subconscious beliefs. So, how do we overcome this situation? Well, first, it starts with each of us learning how to eliminate these unwanted thoughts and these negative energies from our minds as they're popping up and more or less attacking us every second of every day. Our ability to focus our energy on specific and positive outcomes is the key in perfecting this ability of creation. While this is much more difficult to achieve, it can be done, but it takes practice. As more and more of us begin to focus our energy towards the light and the positive thoughts we desire, we'll start to see an astounding impact as it begins to lift the rest of humanity, and specifically your own frequency, into manifesting and designing your own reality. It's truly our choice to take on this task, and frankly, as we are evolving as a species, it's no longer an option for us, but rather it is our obligation and our responsibility. After all, there is only you and there is only me, and at the end of the day, we can only affect and control our own sense of reality. While we're each separate entities, we also make up the collective as a whole, in which we are all just one infinite spirit. And as a piece of that one infinite spirit, we're all just as responsible singularly for this creation of our own individual universe and our own reality, as each of us and every one of us is responsible for creating the collective reality we share. The key takeaway I want to convey in this video when practicing reality creation is we must begin to take full control of our minds, meaning we each have to take on the responsibility for exactly what we allow to enter into our subconscious minds. Now, I'm not saying that we should never watch TV or movies or even media in general, but I do recommend limiting it, or if you can, turn it off completely. But for most, the media does serve us in a variety of ways. They're an outlet. We use them for learning. Most people use it as a sense of enjoyment. However, I recommend that you start by understanding and recognizing exactly what you're putting into your mind. Begin by looking at everything as an objective viewer, and then determine the truth behind it. For instance, I've trained myself now that I can watch the media anytime I want. However, I've trained it to recognize what it is I'm seeing, and I have no illusions of what's being presented to me and what its actual purpose is. I understand what it's attempting to do to me, and I see it for what it is. I've simply chosen to no longer allow what goes into my mind to be used as the mindless brainwashing it is. I refuse to allow the message to affect me because I'm conscious of what it's saying. Again, we must learn to be responsible for our thoughts. Whenever you find yourself drifting to any negative thought of fear, lack, or pain, catch yourself in the act and simply turn it off. Remind yourself that you are in control of your thoughts and that they no longer have any power over you. Remember, when you begin to see through the veil that we're actually living in, only then can we begin to filter out the thoughts that we allow to pass through, and we choose which ones to toss aside. The truth is that the power to create our reality begins with our thoughts and with our imagination. I suggest practicing and imagining yourself as already living in the joy and the wonder that the world has to offer us. Focus your imagination on the love and the beauty that surrounds you. Whatever you do, take control of your mind and put it into only the thoughts you want to see manifested into the world, and remove anything else that is simply unwanted or simply doesn't serve your higher good. To help with this process, I suggest using incantations to train and reprogram your brain, and then it'll begin believing exactly what you're telling it to believe. I'll be discussing this technique and the topic in future episodes regarding the power of incantations and how to properly use them. Stay tuned to this channel and make sure you hit the subscribe button in order to get notified of future episodes that are designed to help you learn and use the process of creating your own reality. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit thumbs up and give it a like. Until next time, my friends, focus your energy and create the beauty of the reality you choose and desire to see in this world. Thanks.